Broadcasting from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar in the hills of Encino in my backyard. Nary 5 feet from my bedroom, 10 feet from the bathroom. You're listening to legendary Outlaw Radio.
You sound like Rick Dees.
Matt, Jesus was the lead singer for Kaja Goo Goo.
Smiling eyes and loving thighs for breakfast. Most ne'er-do-wells don't never do so well. While my bank account's as barren as my business. Somehow I find my BSO with the sales. Dance for one, toss for dog. Skin was every day. Down with the town, try to get out. Never gonna be no slave. Oh, in exile. Oh, in exile. News, get all the news. We mean all of you guys out there in Radio Land.
It's Randy Bachman with Magic Matt on Outlaw Radio. I don't smoke, I don't drink, but I do everything else. I interrupt. I'm rude. I'm a pig.
Giving mediocrity a run for its money. Outlaw Radio.
The following Outlaw Radio audio presentation is Parody. The following Outlaw Radio audio presentation is Parody. Please be a grown-up and accept the following program as it is intended. Some elements of Outlaw Radio may not be suitable for anyone. There may be occasional content that offends you or that you find irrelevant. If that is the case, we are doing our job. Accordingly, listener discretion is advised. Outlaw Radio is not for everybody, but neither is kimchi.
Doohickey, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Our main event! Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. There's lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
Well, I think we've determined if you want to die, go ahead and be interviewed by me. Ray Liotta. Spent a couple hours with him in Philadelphia. Thought he was a great guy. Hell of an actor. Dead at 67.
67. Lori, he's a youngin'. He's just a baby, ain't he?
Oh, he's very young. I was
Yeah.
very upset about
Well, he's
this.
not. He's not very young. He's very dead. But he was 67, and that poor dude. And they're not talking about it. By the time some of you, if you're not watching the live broadcast now, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. I was going to say on Showtime, on YouTube. Then, at which point in which you receive this broadcast, we may know what he died of. And any speculation? I mean, you heard anything, Lori Downey Jr.?
I heard that he had stopped into a pharmacy right before this happened, but who knows what he got.
I just find it really suspicious. I find a lot of it suspicious.
That's my brother Mark.
To tell you the truth, where it happened, where it occurred, at the age, he wasn't sick, he wasn't,
Well, he was working.
How about drugs? How about that?
That could be also.
Why is my buddy Ralph's mic not working?
I don't know.
Of course, it's the question every week. Why is X mic not working? I don't know. I don't get it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you take CG's mic?
No, he took Mark's mic, and it was working during the show earlier, the show before Outlaw Radio. It was working fine. So tell me why this could possibly happen. I mean, it was working beautifully.
I don't know.
Nothing has changed whatsoever. Oh, my God.
You just got to laugh after a while.
It's just ridiculous.
It is so
ridiculous.
Ralph, can I hear you?
I hope you can.
No.
Check 1 2, check 1 2, 1 2 3 4. Kick drum, more bass.
And then we lost another one.
God.
Our buddy Bo Hopkins.
Ah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about him a lot over the last couple months. And, he was in Wild Bunch, American Graffiti. He was in a bunch of good stuff. Sam Peckinpah loved him so much, he put him in 3 films. And Bo was on this show so many years ago. Another man that I interviewed, and he's taking a dirt nap. Bo Hopkins. And,
good guy, man.
Yeah, he died at the Valley Presbyterian Hospital in Van Nuys right here in Southern California after suffering a heart attack on May 9th. His wife of 33 years, of course, she's still living because the wives always continue to live. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. But this man was so good in the Wild Bunch, the Getaway, the Killer Elite. Let us take advantage of this great actor's misfortune by playing some candid phone calls here to Outlaw Radio, the great Bo Hopkins.
Yeah, Matt, if you're there, pick up. I'm on the phone line, and we're Christmas shopping, and I was wondering if we could do this next week, only because of the fact that, God, we're out here stuck with my mother-in-law, my wife, and my little boy. But, Christmas is over on Thursday, and then next week, Saturday, would be a hell of a lot better if you could call Richard and tell him. Okay? And then give me a call at home. All right,
Yeah.
818.
Whatever. Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? I mean, unless you want to hook up with his wife. I think it's too soon, frankly.
Give it a week or two.
Yeah.
He'll be 93.
Yeah, but good man. What a good man. And the Richard that he is speaking of is the great Richard Crenna. Of course, our great actor friend, Richard Crenna.
Black Hawk Down.
Oh, yeah, Two Moon Junction, Kindergarten Cop, and 3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah.
Rambo,
no? Bo not only called us once, but if we're going to take advantage of this great actor's misfortune, we might as well put the hammer down and present to you another candid call, which he probably would never want out there, but he did call Outlaw Radio and left this message.
Hey, Matt, it's Bo. I completely forgot, so you can shoot me or whatever, but I'll definitely write it down if you want to do it next Saturday. Just be sure to call me on Friday, and then I'll just write it down. In fact, I have it written down now. Sorry, I hope you had a good Saturday, and I will give me a call, tomorrow during the week. All right, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Can't you tell what a sweet man he is? Lori, you would have loved this guy.
Yeah, I never met him.
Yeah,
and
but
I wasn't on the show back in that day.
Right, but I guess I don't have to shoot him. Right?
No.
Yeah, man, all the good ones. All the good ones are dying. I mean, they are dying. We talked to my buddy Ronnie Shell, who was on the Gomer Pyle show, and a bunch of Disney movies.
Don't tell me.
And Andy Griffith, and we talked to him, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And the same thing with him, but he's 90 years old, and he said, yeah, we used to have phone calls at 10 o'clock at night with all of my actor buddies and folks in the industry, and he said, no longer do those phone calls happen because they're all taking dirt naps.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, not to start the show off on a downer or nothing, but them's are the facts.
Yeah.
And we're nothing if we're not factual here on Outlaw Radio.
That's right.
I told my girl to dress nice because I was going to take her somewhere really expensive. Hope she likes Pump 6 at Texaco.
Oh, God.
This truthsocial.com, which is sort of the answer to what is it?
Twitter.
Yeah, to Twitter. Here's the funny part. I bet Mark C.G. Boyer's mic is now working.
Hello.
Right. But Ralph, you're not working?
Hello.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's so bizarre.
I just love that.
I know.
Well, if you're going to choose one mic to take away.
Hey, thank you, Marty. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and slide that microphone over to Ralph for the remainder of this segment. Mark, what part of that did you not understand? There's a hesitancy and then deer cutting headlights look at me like, did you really mean that?
Matt, our fans are...
No.
Our fans aren't going to hear all my good content that I add to the show every week. And
It's tremendous, Marty. I have a fan base of one.
Wow. So this truthsocial.com, which took place where Twitter, and is this the one that Trump started?
That is the one.
That's what I thought. Well, I joined, and about 4 days ago, instantly I had several hundred followers. Instantly after joining. So I'm excited about this because this Twitter thing I've never quite got a handle on. Because you're supposed to follow less number of people than people follow you. And so what do? You get them to follow, then you stop following them. I've never understood how this Twitter thing works. I mean, I bet you do, Ralph Odierna.
Oh, it's a fun little atmosphere of anger, hate, and vitriol.
But
other than that...
But I post some clever things, not one to boast, and it's like I don't think anyone sees them.
The problem with Twitter is that now they're saying over 60% are just bots. They're not real people.
I bet. Because real people would laugh at my stuff. So here I am on Truth Social. I get several hundred followers. I'm excited. The next day, I'm thinking, hell, this got to be up to 300-400 by now. Down to 75 the next day. So I lost several hundred in one day. Explain to me how that works, Ralph.
They heard your content?
No. Now, listen, as a joke, yes, I am in on that. But there's something wrong here with these social media.
Does it really upset you that much? About followers?
Mart, it's the business.
Yeah.
It's not about me personally.
Yeah.
I want you to, because everything I know, my brother Mart, is about him personally. This is not about me personally. This is about business. And I don't for the life of me understand how this works. I mean, Facebook, I've got 1 million friggin' friends, and are they real friends? Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Boy, when I buy them lunch, that is one expensive day. Johnny Depp's lawyer, boy, how do you not love this gal? The Me Too movement is for true survivors of abuse, not misheard. Her closing was, I thought, spot-on brilliance. And Ben Chu, he came on after this gal that we love to death, Camille Vasquez. And And he cried during the thing, and it looked real, and that's all, what, Laura?
I said, yeah, it was very moving.
It was, right?
Yeah.
Because what he said would elicit some tears, the way he said it, and it was very pronounced, and it seems to me, and I've laid claim to this since the beginning of this trial, not one to boast, but Johnny Depp is, I think he's right in all this. And I think this gal is a bad actress.
Yeah, she is.
Right?
Very bad.
Horrible.
So Ben Chu stated during the closing arguments that this is for true survivors of abuse, not misheard, adding that the Aquaman actress is not a true victim of domestic abuse. And if she were, then why are there no pictures of that? And why no video? And why no audio of Depp with the big chunky rings on his fingers?
Yeah.
Why none of that sound of him beating the living crap out of her? Where is that? And I've been asking for weeks, whose idea was it to record these conversations? Now, I've sort of got the impression it's Amber. It's Amber who recorded. Anybody in this room?
Yeah, but not in her favor at all. I mean, it just...
But it was her idea. She planted the recording device, as I understand it.
Yeah, had to be.
Camille Vasquez is, first of all, in my opinion, good-looking gal, right?
Oh, she's hot.
And her incredible presence in that courtroom makes her hotter. What, Laura?
She's very confident, which is appealing.
Yeah,
she's a good attorney.
Very appealing. She's only like 36 years old. Yeah. She's from right here in Los Angeles. And I get the impression that this is sort of, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, and you know that happens never. But don't you look at this as sort of a pivotal turn of events in this trajectory of the narrative, the Me Too thing? Don't you think that maybe the tide is turning?
This could
Ralph? No? Yes?
Well, look, Amber Heard lost all credibility in her testimony when she yelled, "Line?"
Hey. Okay, who'd you steal that from? Was it some late show guy? Because we're going to get crap for that.
No, that one was actually mine.
Okay, because that's good. Yeah.
But I believe you're right. This could be a turn. This could be a turn because it's such a big, well-known case. A lot of people are watching this. And this could.
And it's not that Depp is a puss, and I'm not saying he's not a puss, but it's not that he's a puss. I just think that he doesn't want to fight with a gal. And you can tell that she's always...
Well, she kicks his butt.
Yeah.
Always baiting him.
Yeah, but isn't that what women do?
Right.
Don't they bait their men so their man will then take a swing? And even if you don't take a swing, when they come at you and you're trying to keep them away, the fact that you have now laid hands on them, now they call the cops.
I just didn't want to let one go in my bed.
Is that Sparrow?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I got to see one of those movies. I hear they're pretty good, but I have not. Let's see. So Camille, widely praised for her performance, and she deserves all the praise. She's awesome. That's the gal you want defending you.
She's awesome, man.
And of course, they had to have a woman in that. I mean, a woman to say the word vagina. I mean, you have to have. It sounds.
It had to be a woman.
Well, yeah, it sounds. In my opinion, not to be creepy, but it sounds much better coming from the pie hole, the soup cooler of a female. Don't you agree?
That could be Johnny's new future chick.
Hey, Mart, my brother Mart, I'm glad he brought this up. I believe that if he ain't nailing her now, there's 100% chance that he will be nailing her. Anybody in this room disagree with me?
Yeah.
What, Lori? Lori Downey Jr.
He very romantically gave her a flower.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That was for the trial after the trial the night before, and I think she passed because she's hot. And by the way, Camille, is she married? Anyone?
I don't know.
This could be a perfect thing for
because
both of them.
she's hoping or wishing, if she is married, she's hoping, or she's asking the husband, do I get one little pass?
Do you mind?
It is Johnny Depp.
Do you mind? It's Johnny friggin' Depp. And she's probably married to a good guy because she's a great gal, and he'd probably say, yeah, okay,
All right.
this one time.
Get out of your system.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, go for it. But boy, this is putting her in the spotlight. I mean, it's making her a major star.
Oh, yeah, man.
And by the way, I like the judge. I think she's great. I think she's been spot on. Ralph? No? Yes? You think she's good? I think she's good.
Yeah.
Other Mike.
I wonder if she's married to a woman, though. Don't you sort of get that? I mean, you get that impression. Once again, Matt, there you go. Boy, you see, it's all about aesthetics with you, ain't it? Yeah. I'll take a look at a person and then boom, I make my judgment call.
Oh my God.
Right there.
She's not married.
What, the judge?
No, the Camille, not married.
Okay. So do we not know
Done deal.
that that's a done deal? I mean, I'll even ask the.
Once she's off the hourly clock, it'll get done.
Yeah. And by the way, wouldn't it be cheaper for Johnny Depp just to pay her? I mean, compare what he's going through right now. And then the trajectory of her acting career, and she's got some manager up there and or agent, and trying to say that she'd be as big as Momoa or whatever that dude's name. See, this is how out of it I am. I don't even know this dude they speak of in Aquaman. What's his name? Jason
Momoa.
And is he a big star?
He's growing. I mean, he's not a great actor, but he's got a presence.
I've never heard of this dude.
You don't have to be a great actor.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You're an Aquaman, bro.
Yeah.
But the one thing about Johnny Depp, I think he's a great actor.
He is.
He is a good
Oh, without a doubt.
Right? I mean, he's a good one.
Yeah, no level of comparison between the two.
Yeah.
None.
And why?
And a household name. I mean, take that into effect that he's a household name.
Right, Laura. And why would he, and I posed this question before, why would Johnny Depp, why would it be his idea to go to court on this thing if he truly weren't the victim? And I mean, honest to God.
I believe she probably, the attorney, when they're in the bed together, she's probably going to do it again, Johnny. Just talk like a pirate. Do it one more time. Put the patch on. The whole thing.
He's the first guy that started fighting back. Against
that's what Matt's saying.
Yeah,
This could be a pivotal.
I think maybe this is good for the truth. If some chick is getting the crap kicked out of her, of course she should win and the guy should go to jail. But it goes both ways. And it hasn't gone both ways forever.
Yeah.
If you have male genitalia in the courtroom and it's this sort of a case, or it's a case where one that I went through where I simply wanted my daughter to stay in the home that she grew up with. If you walk in there with male genitalia, you're dead.
You lose.
Yeah.
Poor Fred Savage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we talked about him last week.
Yeah.
Another guy, getting it right in the friggin' noggin, and no proof, no nothing. It's he said, she said, and you are guilty until proven innocent.
His charges were bad language, and he loses his gig.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Canceled.
And this dude, I mean, what has he done for the last few years? Nothing, as far as I'm concerned. He finally gets this great break where he is participating in the show that put him on the map, and he gets to direct, and then boom, take it away from him.
Was he directing or producing?
No, he was directing, I think.
Both.
Both.
He was doing both.
Yeah.
Usually works that way.
Yeah. Misheard. Hey, Laura. Yeah, I do have this. I missed this. This is a quickie, though.
What?
Go ahead and start rolling now because it takes a while to catch up. This is Amber Heard. This is Heard and Vasquez. And you hit it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, have it. Okay, Laura. We'll have it up there loud enough so we can hear it.
Did she snap at you?
Yeah, there are two cuts here before we go to
in
break.
this courtroom snickering. I'm not sitting in this courtroom laughing, smiling, and making snide jokes. I'm not. This is horrible. This is painful. And this is humiliating for any human being
Not buying it.
to go through.
Not buying it.
And perhaps it's easy to forget that, but I'm a human being.
That's got to be from a
And
movie.
even though Johnny promised that I deserved this
The
and
Elephant
promised
Man.
he'd do this, I don't deserve this. Regularly, if not daily, thousands since this trial has started people mocking
Right there.
my testimony.
That's
and
acting.
Insulted.
Bad acting.
Johnny to leave me alone.
She's horrible.
I just want him to leave me alone.
Mucking. They want to put my baby in a microwave, she says. That's one of her quotes. Yeah, and then we continue. Money shot.
That's how it's in
Yeah.
evidence.
That's how it's in evidence.
Next question.
Well, the metadata next to it is so that Ms. to Hurd, avoid this Ms. sort of Hurd, confusion. there is no question pending,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Slam.
and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't be making argument to the jury.
Sorry, I thought you had asked
Something.
me about it.
No, I didn't ask you about anything.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that, Vasquez. Love that. Didn't ask you about a damn thing.
Polite way of saying, please shut up.
Yeah.
It's funny you said, is that from a movie? The New York Post did a side-by-side from lines from the talented Mr. Ripley.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did some of that a couple weeks ago. I mean, anyone here, just give the benefit of the doubt. With what you've seen, anybody here believe that Amber Heard went through domestic abuse with this Johnny Depp? I mean, aside from maybe a tripping. Maybe on the way to the kitchen, Johnny put out his leg one time. But aside from that, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Oops. Or banana peel sort of thing. Yeah. Maybe that happened. Because I think Johnny has a sense of humor. And as I mentioned, I spent I spent 20 minutes with Johnny Depp and Musso and Franks in Hollywood. Found him to be an affable guy. And this is a guy that made stupid statements regarding our president, Donald Trump. And I thought he was a big a-hole for that. But the right is right, wrong is wrong, the truth is the truth. We've got a lot to get to. If I could just find it. Oh, monkeypox coming to an election near you.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah. As predicted, not one to boast. We'll be this after back on the Big Dog of Broad Chasing. Meant to say casting. You know I did. OutlawRadioLive.com.
I lie awake. I've gone to ground. I'm watching porn in my hotel dressing gown. Still believe there's only enough for one, and it's lonely hotel suite. The journey's long, and I feel so bad. I'm thinking back to the last day we had.
1, 2, 3. Checking 4, 5, 6. Nope. Checking 6, 5, 4.
I heard something.
Did you? No. But you're sitting next to me, Mark.
No.
Can you hear me now? Now we got a lot of. There you go. But it's a. No, that's me.
You're on
That was.
You're on the right mic, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that works. Not that one. Yeah, but this
Okay.
mic works.
I think I can hear me now.
Can you
hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
CG. I tell you, Tattoo Dave, you should have been there last Saturday, man. It was more fun than I expected, and I expected it to be fun.
Absolutely.
I saw the pictures. I made a boo boo.
Then we made a YouTube video with just my brother Mart and Roman.
I watched a
afterwards.
bit of that and I couldn't get through it.
Oh, how drunk was I? I don't think I've ever been so inebriated in my life. It's bad, but here's the thing. You know, I let it out there, and I didn't take it down. I'm slurring, but I left it up there on YouTube under Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. It's just sitting there because that's what happened. I was drinking tequila.
Straight tequila.
Oh, like there was nobody's
didn't eat, did you?
business. No, I didn't eat any of that
I
food.
ate a huge amount of food.
No, but man, what a great time at Kato Kaelin's wedding.
It was Kato Kaelin's wedding.
Yeah, Kato Kaelin married. How about that?
That puts an end to those rumors.
Well, what?
No, it doesn't.
That he'd be a bachelor forever.
Yeah.
By the way, Matt, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I expected a good time, but that was a blast. That was great, man.
And so, we're there for about 2.5 hours, and nobody's smoking. And I have several cigars, obviously. I carry cigars with me in my pocket, especially at a wedding. And so 2 hours in, I sat with the great Mr. Zucker. Him and his brother, of course, they are the ones responsible for the airplane movies. It's Zucker, right?
Zucker.
You sure it says Zucker?
It's like Sucker, but Zucker.
I called him Mr. Zucker when I met him, so I hope
I
it's
didn't.
Zucker.
I didn't call him Mr., but we had a great conversation, and I'm going to talk to Robert Hayes about something that has been bugging the living S out of me since last Saturday. Robert Hayes was the star of Airplane 1 and 2, and he played Captain Stryker, and Mr. Zucker. He obliged my invitation to coming over to the show. He said, yes, I'd love to, because he's one of the good guys.
Oh, he's cool, man.
Meaning that not only is he a Hollywood guy that produced one of the, if not the funniest movie of all time in Airplane 1, he is also not a big lefty idiot Hollywood douche.
No, he's
so we had a lot to talk about politically, and I sat there at the table with him twice, and then this sexy, hot young gal comes strolling over and starts talking to Mr. Zucker. And so they're having a great conversation. I know he has a couple girlfriends because he's been divorced. And before she could leave, he was smart enough to say, Matt, I'd like you to meet my daughter. Because I was about to, with many tequilas in, I was about to say something ridiculous.
David, what do you think about that?
Wow, I'll tell you, you got some hot broads coming to the party. But it's almost like he saw it in my eyes.
Oh, well, how can you not after you see her?
Right.
I'm sorry,
Is she up there with Eddie Money's daughter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely. She stands out at that party like, that's it.
Yeah, Lori's had enough of this crap.
Yeah, but she agrees.
No,
she is.
Not oh yeah, oh no, oh yes. Lori's had enough.
I bet you Lori got her number.
No, she did.
No, she has my number.
Yeah. All the hottest gals. How do you know that, Ralph?
It's like a club.
It's like a club. Like a hot broad club?
Of course it is.
And by the way, this girl had no problem with age. She was just friendly, tipsy, friendly.
Well, Mark,
to everybody
this ain't my imagination. This really happened. A couple hours later, I'm outside.
Yeah.
And I'm smoking a cigar, and she catches my eyes.
Yep.
And she's looking at me and mouthing something. And so I'm mouthing back hello and waving. She comes over and engages me in conversation.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, oh my, where's this going?
Oh,
nowhere good.
Right?
No.
So
Excuse me, David Zucker. Can I borrow one of your bedrooms?
David. It's a wedding, and at weddings things are known to happen. But also articulate and a sweet guy.
Oh, very, very.
And that Zucker, I'll tell you, boy, that guy's got his act together, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Huh? Not to mention those cop movies with Leslie Nielsen.
All the Leslie Nielsen stuff,
God,
the Kentucky Fried movie.
Him and his brother, man, that Police Squad, funny as hell.
Yeah.
Nice beaver. Funny friggin' lines.
Yeah.
Just good stuff. So, and he's a Wisconsin boy, not unlike Kato Kaelin. And I love that symmetry, that connection between the two of them. I think that's friggin' awesome. And because of that or other things, Kato Kaelin is a guy that's easy to like.
Yeah.
You just like him instantly the minute you met him. And I've known him 20 friggin' years. And I've always liked him. And Zucker thought the same. And I guess one night, the two of them are having dinner or whatever. Zucker makes the fatal mistake after a couple wines of saying, I have your wedding at my house. So Kato said, all right, I'm in. Right? Is that how it happened, Kato, or no?
It is me, Kato Kaelin. Yes, it did happen that way. I want to quickly apologize to Ralph. Ralph, you were on the bubble. I didn't know Dave wouldn't show up. He was on the wedding.
So, Kato Kaelin, you
were on the bubble.
So you're saying if Dave were not to be invited, then Ralph O'Dearna would have been invited.
Yeah, Ralph, you were right above Nordberg coming from Naked Time.
Well, your president's still on the bubble, so we can figure that out.
Turn him up just a little bit here.
Yeah, I did. David's been a friend. We had dinner with the judge, Extreme Akeem.
Yes.
We did a TV show together, 147 episodes of Eye for an Eye. We all had dinner, and we said, Kato, you're having a wedding at my house. David
No. What a great guy. As we say in the Hebrew community, a mensch. Although I'm an honorary Jew, not officially a Jew, but a mensch nonetheless. And I'm sure you... Yeah, and you feel the same way about this man who turned out to be much more than everything I thought he would be. He is simply a good dude, right?
Yeah, and his wife, his daughter you guys are mentioning, goes to University of Wisconsin. She goes to Madison, which is insanity of a school. It's a party school that you can't believe.
Yeah.
And then, so I don't know if it's a bad connection. You guys hear me?
Yeah. He's driving. Kato's driving right now. Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure. Real quick story. Dr. Danielle and I had a radio show. It was his wife. They're divorced. But Danielle's boyfriend lives at David's house.
Yeah.
And they're all friends. And I'm not making that up.
That's an understanding individual.
Yeah. Or there's something really icky.
Hey.
There's something really icky about this.
Boy. Let's not spread it.
He's in a band. The band was going to perform at the wedding.
Yeah.
They had a gig to do, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah,
so I did Kato Roki instead.
Kato Kaelin, I will tell you that your choice of quote-unquote DJs, that guy was a great guy.
He was.
Is that someone you've known for years, or you just happened into another great guy?
No, I just happened to be a great guy. I got it hired from a company, and I went over all the songs with him, and we just gelled, and it was perfect. And I picked out the opening song. It was very alternative, but I think everybody was digging it.
No, it was great. It was great. It was great stuff. It was alternative, but yet poppy. And that dude Akeem who performed your wedding ceremony, man, the guy has a great sense of humor. Kato surrounds himself with good people.
Everybody there was so nice.
Well, Lori, with the exception of those he plays poker with on Wednesdays and Saturdays, guilty.
You know, everybody that I'm friends with seems not to live in L.A. or they live here now. They're from other places.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of Wisconsin connections. It's so funny. I'm driving right now off the 101 by Hollywood, and I just saw a sign that said, if you lived here, you'd be homeless by now.
See that? He's always thinking. That's Kato Kaelin. He's always thinking.
I can't believe it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm pushing around shopping carts just for the abs.
See that? That's Kato. Now listen, attending his wedding, and it was an honor, as it turns out.
It was great, man.
Even though I was blitzed beyond belief, I had so many tequilas. By the way, has the great David Zucker, did he mention? Please tell me no. Did he mention my inebriation? What? Zucker. I did say Zucker earlier.
You did.
They said no, it was Zucker. I knew it was Zucker.
Zucker.
Yes. Okay, so another one I win. You see? I'm never wrong. And it's a blessing and a curse, my friends.
And Kato, your brother, really quickly, this is Marty, your brother.
Oh, great guy.
Dude, he whistles like I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It sounds weird to say whistler. This guy is a
contest. He won the whistling contest in North Carolina. They have it every year.
You know he did. And his version of Kato Oki of Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Was greatness.
Was perfection.
Yeah, almost as good as me up there.
Hey, Kato, and you know, you and I never, we never really get sort of sappy, but I got to tell you, watching you that night, and no, I didn't have my eyes on you the entire night because there were so many hot broads, and the hottest, Lori Downey Jr., our producer.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky man, Matt.
But I will tell you, well, you're a lucky man as well because you know what a fan of your wife I am. I mean, I love her, man.
She's great.
Great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Great gal.
Yeah.
Great broad, as we say in the business. Those who care about women and love women will call them a broad if we really love them. I will tell you to feel and to see your happiness that night, Kato, did my heart good.
Oh, yeah.
Because you seemed so freaking happy.
Absolutely.
It made me happy. It even didn't bother me about losing Wednesday night in poker to you.
Yeah, we're getting divorced next week. But I was happy that night.
Yeah, you were happy that night. And by the way, there are no, as Freud says, there are no jokes.
So no, it's great. Honestly, it was her speech. I play back her speech in my head, and when she said, "He makes me laugh every day." No, he made me laugh loud.
And then but my favorite line from your bride was her beginning line, when she said, "It's not about the size of the ring."
I know.
And that's the best.
I was like, I said, "Is this a good thing or bad thing?" It's the size of his heart. And I said, "That's really cute, but what a great ad that he for Zales."
It's true. Yeah. It's not about the size of the ring. And I'm watching Kato's face sheepishly sort of laugh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was sweet. Let's not get married after all.
Oh. She's so cute and sincere, man. I mean, she is. Yeah. I love it.
Well, Kato, Wisconsin boy who moved to Hollywood many, many years ago. Congratulations from my heart. I want your happiness, except when you and I are in a hand together, I want you to be pissed because that means I won.
Well, listen, if I could just say one thing, Matt, tell everybody there, today was my first day of my... Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to say that my first day of 1 Degree of Scandal has started, June 1st, on podcasts everywhere you buy them.
Okay, so podcast. And you look it up how, Kato?
You go to wherever you get your podcasts, and also Spotify, Podcast One, Apple. It's 1 Degree of Scandalous.
Okay, that's too much for our listeners.
1 Degree of Scandalous.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Kato, we'll get your ass in here so you can be on our YouTube show. We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
Love it. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
You're listening to OutlawRadioLive.com. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back after this.
Don't say you love me.
We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Hey, for those of you who have been entrenched in this Depp Heard trial, you may know this gal named Emily D. Baker. She wears these pink glasses, purple glasses. She has purple hair, so I think pink glasses. An attorney for 15 years. And I find myself fascinated by her on a daily basis. Speaking of this Depp trial, and she will be on Outlaw Radio in a few minutes. I like her. She uses the sassy words. She's no milk toast gal, and it'd be fun to have a conversation regarding sort of her take on Vasquez, which is Depp's female attorney. But Emily D. Baker, look her up in the meantime. I think you'll love this gal. And I'm going to stay away from politics with her because I have a feeling.
I got a feeling.
I'm just saying, I got a feeling. But I love her. I just love this gal so much. If you just tuned in, the great Kato Kaelin on Outlaw Radio a few minutes ago, speaking of his wedding last Saturday night, where at that wedding at David Zuckers' house, the creator of Airplane One, some Cracker Barrel dude was attempting to bed Lori all night long.
All night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so Lori introduces me to him as, you know, his family owns Cracker Barrel. And
I thought he said he told you that also.
And right off the bat, I'm thinking, this sounds like B-friggin-S. It turns out that it is BS.
Yeah.
The guy's a comedian, but he
stand-up.
looks sort of familiar. What's Lori, you probably know his name.
Tom.
It's Tom Maybe.
Tom Maybe.
And he does really funny stand-up.
But Tom Maybe is a stand-up. Oh, yeah. And did you hear Lori? Yes, he does.
Yes, he
Oh, I'm
does.
sure Lori looked him up.
She's already gone to his shows.
Oh, yes.
He was a stand-up trying to do a lay down.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
my
Ralph.
God.
He was kissing her side of her head. He was doing I mean, he was all over.
Now
How can he not be?
we've been in
God.
situations where females are coming onto me, and I get nothing but S from Lori. I've gone through that throughout the years, where it's just true. I am a nasty piece of crap. So the tables are turned. That's what I go through. With Lori, it's like, hey man, all bets are off. I don't give an ass. Some guy trying to nail you. And P.S. You want to do it? You're a grown woman. You make the decision.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There was no decision to be made.
Especially the owner of Cracker Barrel.
No, he's
All the
not.
cheese you could ever want.
You know, if I get some of that chicken fried steak because I like their gravy, I'm in. And by the way, Lori,
Guys.
if you like his gravy,
Yeah.
then I'm in.
Oh.
Right?
Well, no.
You hear me?
Listen. There was.
Am I 16 years old?
You are.
A little bit.
And you took it all wrong because there was
No,
nothing going on.
I didn't.
There's nothing to take
Here's
wrong.
a guy at Kato Kaelin's wedding wanting to have sex with you. Weddings or
No, he wasn't.
Weddings.
Roman and I were cracking
Am
up.
I the only one here when I make the statement, what weddings are about hooking up with chicks,
No.
right?
It's shooting fish in a barrel.
Yes.
Well, there was
Bingo.
no.
Even in the
Big
Cracker Barrel.
aphrodisiac. It's a big.
Shooting fish in the Cracker Barrel.
No.
Matt, Roman and I were standing at the same table with you guys as he's doing this to Lori, and Roman and I kept looking at each other going, this guy, man, I mean, he just didn't care. He just kept it up.
No, because we don't give the impression that we're together because we're not. And because Lori makes that clear.
I didn't make anything clear. I was just
Lori
having a
Downey
good
Jr.
time.
makes that clear to her gentleman callers.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Okay.
My gentleman callers.
Yeah, lot to get to, including Bobby Hayes, the star of Airplane 1 and 2, Robert Hayes, a.k.a. Captain Stryker, in mere minutes on the Big Dog of Broad Chasing, Outlaw Radio.
One child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good and bound. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. What a bear. Still checking each other out. Hey, nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave 'cause your heart is there, but you're 'cause you've been somewhere else. You can't cry 'cause you look broke down, but you're crying anyway 'cause you're all broke down. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Yeah, family affair. One child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good and bound. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Still checking each other out. Hey, nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave 'cause your heart is there, but you can't stay 'cause you've been somewhere else. You can't cry 'cause you look broke down, but you're crying anyway 'cause you're all broke down. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Yeah, family affair.
You know, we're the last line of defense, and really the comedians are the last, the voice of truth in this whole thing.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us. Outlaw Radio for all of us.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio.
listen. Come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Tom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. It was lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
Caught in the vortex of this funny, glass-wearing, purple-haired attorney named Emily D. Baker during this Depp Heard trial. And I'm excited about having her on. I didn't know this gal 2 weeks ago. You could have said, Emily D. Baker. No idea. This gal is so spot on when speaking of the trial that I have some little tidbits that I can't wait to ask her, and I think you'll like them too, especially if you've been submerged in this Depp Heard trial. And by the way, this is something I'm normally not into. I'm not into soap operas. And don't make me sing, but I found myself just
it's hard not
into this.
It's hard not to.
And this Emily D. Baker, man, she's got her act together, and she'll be on Outlaw Radio. A few minutes ago, Kato Kaelin on the show. We attended, it's not every day you attend a Kato Kaelin wedding, especially at a prominent producer, writer, director's
Big
house.
time.
David Zucker of Airplane fame and the star of David's biggest movie, Airplane 1, Robert Hayes. How are you, my friend? Aloha.
Well, how you doing?
Make sure he's loud enough. Now, when we called you last Saturday, and it was Zucker that called you. And you mentioned, because he had you on speakerphone, you said, I was just thinking about you, or something like that. Some movie star Hollywood thing that you would say, right, Robert?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing we do. We,
And so we had a nice conversation, and then when Kato gets on the phone, and it's Kato's wedding at David Zucker's house, and when he got off the phone, he had no idea that he had talked to Kato Kaelin at his wedding. And Bobby, I thought that was the funniest bit ever.
Well, you cut out for a second. What happened when I got on the phone?
Oh, my God.
So Robert said, and he also said, Matt, why are you at my boss's house?
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did say that. He said, why are you at my boss's house? That was pretty sweet, man. After so many years, you still call the great David Zucker boss.
Well, I never know when I'm going to need to touch him up for a little something, and keep it kind of,
Yeah. Now,
keep the good vibes flowing, you know what I mean?
See, I do know what you mean. And Robert Hayes, a.k.a. Captain Stryker from Airplane 1 and 2, I know that if you were in town and if you weren't in that place they call Hawaii for the last several years of your life, you would have attended this wedding. I know you would have been there because David Zucker would have made you be there. I know that.
God, I hate weddings. Why would I want to do that?
Well, yeah, but isn't it true that you have a drinking problem, Robert?
No. I mean, just directionally, you know.
It's a reference from the movie. You remember that movie you did called
Just being able to get it in the old orifice. That's the problem, but
First time?
First time?
No, I've missed lots of times.
God, I just, the movie holds up. I think it'll hold up 100 years from now. It's still that
Wouldn't
funny.
that be fun?
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I need to talk to you about, Robert Hayes. David Zucker and I seem to be hitting it off because politically we're both on the same page. I'm sitting there in his kitchen right next to him, sipping lots of tequila, having great conversation. And we're talking politics. We're talking about everything under the sun.
As a poor guy's trying to eat.
Yeah, what the heck? You got to give him time to chew.
He's had 74 years on this planet to chew. It's time to talk to me. And so we're having great conversation, and this iconic man who I have always wanted to meet because I not only respect his work and is funny in movies, but I respect him as a human being and an individual that in Hollywood is few and far between to find someone who happens to lean right and who isn't some squishy liberal idiot stick. And this man is that guy, and I appreciate him so much. So now the second meeting, about 2 hours later, after many tequilas, and I'm sitting there with him again, and Bob, this is going to hurt, but we tell the truth here on Outlaw Radio. He has a bevy of gorgeous women around him at the table. Yeah. I'm the only guy there, with the exception of David Zucker. And oh God, this is even tough for me to say.
He was so beautiful. You wanted to ask him out.
Robert, Bobby Hayes. Here's what I said. I said, Airplane 1 was great.
Oh, God.
Shut up, Mark. Let me get through this with Robert Hayes. I said, and by the way, this is after he already agreed to come over on the show on our new YouTube channel, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. We're on live every Saturday now and archived. You could get us by going to YouTube. And so I wanted him in studio so people could see the great face of the great David Zucker. And I said, after many tequilas, Airplane 1 was great, but arguably, Airplane 2 is at least as funny, if not funnier. Now, okay, he's laughing. Bobby, what's wrong? Explain to those.
I think that you're being provocative. You're trying to provoke a fight.
That's when they kicked Matt out of the party.
I think that Ken Finkelman did a really good job. He had an incredibly difficult task, an almost impossible task, to do a sequel to a movie that captured lightning in a bottle. And you don't just do that every day. That's a rare thing that happens in Hollywood or anywhere.
Yeah, it is.
And the one thing, Ken was really, really good. He was working by himself. He didn't have, there were the three of them. And I think that Jerry, David, and Jim are they're just touched by greatness. Those guys are so freaking funny.
They are.
Their sense and the fact that they fought for what they wanted, and they captured what they wanted.
Right.
You know, on film, the timing, everything. And there were just little tiny things in the second one that I could see, oh, shit, you cut that too soon, or you zoom back too soon on that. You kind of flatten the joke a little on that, or, you know, whatever. I think they would have had a little better sense of the timing on just a couple of things. But it's hard. It was very hard. And I think Ken did a really, really, really good job. Super great job.
So what Robert Hayes, who played Captain Stryker in both Airplane 1 and 2, is saying, for those who may have missed this, because it's sort of oblique, so far is that when I was talking about the hilarity of Airplane 2, and this is after the great David Zucker already agreed to do my show, Outlaw Radio, and be here. This great man, this funny man, this man who's not a big lefty squishy piece of crap, this man who I've adored and paid homage to throughout the years.
Legendary man.
And who now has told you to go shove it and you're not going to be on your show.
Hold on a second. When I mentioned Airplane 2 and how funny that was, the words that stay with me after a week are these words are as follows. We had nothing to do with that movie. Now, at first blush, I thought he was kidding. And I said, now when you say, so you're saying that you just sort of wrote it off? He said, no, Matt. We had nothing to do with that movie. Now you talk about a guy that shoots his friggin' self in the foot beyond belief.
They already did the joke. See, that's the thing that's so great about those guys.
Yeah, what?
They already did it, and they did the jokes. They said it would just be rehashing the same dumb jokes, the same jokes over and over. They wanted to do something different.
Yes! They turned it down. They had nothing to do with 2. So what I'm asking you, or it's probably not even on his radar, he probably doesn't care. But he hasn't reached out to you and say, you know, that Matt is a douchebag. Has that happened over the last few days, Robert?
Oh, sure.
You knew the answer to that.
Because I feel like I stuffed my entire foot so far down my throat that now I'm afraid to approach the guy. You've known him for many, many years, being the star of that movie, Robert Hayes. How should I proceed? Or did I just screw it up for my entire life with a possible existence with the great David Zucker?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I think if you were to maybe replace all of your family members with just him alone in your will, and maybe if you crawl over to his house, just crawl to the front porch and be bowing down with a big bottle of
whatever
the finest tequila.
Yeah.
Woodford. Maybe get it used to like Woodford. He's off of the whiskey now.
Yeah, the bourbon. Yeah, the Woodford.
He might have. He was on that for a while, but maybe he's on a different one now. But and if I could get a nice Belvedere or some Belvedere velvet or something.
Yeah, send it over to his house.
And just lay on your back and hold the stem of the martini glass in your mouth and say, "Have at it."
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking that may be just a beginning. Anyway.
Yeah, this honest to God, Bob, this happened, and I thought, oh my God, I've got Zucker coming over to the show. He's going to spend at least an hour with us. We can talk politics. We can have a great time, and then because it was a lot. But I don't believe even. Let's take the inebriation out of it. Let's take the tequila out of it. I had Robert Hayes. I had no idea they weren't involved in 2. In all the years that I've known you, a gazillion years, Bobby, you never pronounced or made it prominent that they weren't involved in 2.
So you're blaming Bobby now?
You didn't ask me.
Yeah, he's catching all the blame now.
So yes, I sort of blame you, Robert. So isn't there some way that you can buy it back with Mr. Zucker?
Oh no. That's terrible.
For me.
Let me, I don't know. Now, let me think about this.
So what an idiot, right? I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot. I'm not there. I don't do my homework, Robert, to have him come on the show. I was heading to a Kato Kaelin wedding, happened to be at David Zucker's house, so I wasn't thinking about, kissing his ass or anything, or saying the right thing. And man, we hit it off. We were friends.
Yes, you were.
We were friends.
I feel bad because I sent you in there.
No, Lori, it was a great idea. That was the first time that I sat with him for about 40 minutes.
Should have left that alone.
I should have left it alone. Should have left.
Yeah.
But now David and I are friends, so I can just walk in there anytime. We're buddies.
Well, Matt, didn't you tell me?
I can walk in and insult him.
Yeah.
Matt, didn't you tell me at the very end of the night though that you actually had a small conversation with him at
No, I
the
did
very
not.
end of the night?
No, I did not. No, he didn't want
It was all in your head, Marty.
I just
nothing to do with you now.
I just sort of got the impression that he had. And by the way, this guy doesn't have to work again. This guy doesn't have to be on a radio show. But the fact that he agreed to do my radio show, and then I completely effed it up, man.
Let me double down on this.
So Bobby, is he a guy that will hold a grudge?
Yeah, and he's well armed.
Oh, jeez. Well, hey, Robert Hayes, the one thing you haven't done today is make me feel better. But I know that it's not your job. Robert, it's not your job.
If I told you that it is almost 1:30 over here, and there are some gorgeous clouds up in the sky. It was raining earlier. It had a rainbow that you would not believe.
In Hawaii.
The water is really pretty cold right now. It's about 78 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell of a life.
I think what Bobby's saying is, I don't care about your plight.
I got the hell out of Hollywood.
Yeah. I don't care about this crap. Well, I'll tell you what remains is our friendship over
so far.
Bobby, for some reason, after a gazillion years, I have never put my foot in my mouth when it comes to you. I don't know how that happened, but I appreciate the fact that we are remaining friends, right? Even though you have to sort of kiss Zucker's ass. Click. No, that would have been no. And
click?
By the way, wait, did I hear a click? Or did you just hang up? I mean, which one was it? But yeah. By the way, Bobby, because he has great comedic timing, was probably thinking I should hang up now because that would have been the great ending to that bit. And you're right.
I wanted to hear the rest of the rest of everything that's going on.
I'm simply saying that you and I remain friends, and I'd like to somehow buy it back if there's any way with David Zucker, and you've given me sort of your trail of buying it back for me, and it involves a lot of money on booze and lying on my back. So
and knee pads.
Yeah.
I think you can tell him. You can just lie. You're
You know I can't because I'm not a liar, and neither are you. You
can just say, I knew that would get you. That's why I said it. But really, Airplane's the greatest film that was ever made, and nothing can ever come close to that. And go on and on and on and on and on until he finally says, "Shut up!" And then you say, "Okay, I guess that was enough."
See, I think he's giving me real advice here.
He is.
But I have a real tough time when it comes to making things up. And so I think I have to be honest with him and just tell him I was inebriated. I didn't know what I was talking about. I thought it was...
Well, do you think that Airplane 2 is funnier than Airplane 1?
No, I do not. Well,
there you go.
I do not. I don't. But I thought...
So there's your honesty.
But here's the thing. So I was a little full of crap because I thought that the perception of the audience was that 2 wasn't as good as 1. So I was trying to kiss his ass.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
Yeah.
I was trying to kiss his ass, and it blew up in my face. See what happens when you're not honest? See, Bobby?
Well, you know what you should tell him?
What?
And it's the truth. You should tell him that because that was the perception, what you thought the audience was. You were trying to kiss his ass and needle him all at the same time. Something like that.
Job well done.
Yeah.
Success.
All right.
I should like that.
We even talked about your scene where the old broad turns into a skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's so many bits in that movie.
I could go on forever.
I could go on forever. All right, Robert. Thanks for putting up with me for so many years. Because this really has been needling me. This has been bothering me for a week now. And,
I didn't know that.
Well, you don't know anything about me, Lori.
I don't.
Yeah, you should get to know me. You should get to know me. Yeah, I'm a fun guy. Ask Robert. Robert and I have had many inebriated nights together. We've had fun, Lori.
Okay.
And he's a fun guy.
All right, Bobby, I love you. You don't have any ailment that's going to kill you like Bo Hopkins, do you?
God.
What happened now? I don't have any what?
Bo Hopkins died, man, and I don't want you to die. He just died. Ray Liotta. How about that crap?
Well, I heard that, but did Bo die?
Yes,
Yeah.
Bo, another great guy. Bo Hopkins, one of the greatest guys ever.
He's a wonderful guy.
Right?
He's a friend of mine. Yeah.
Yeah, sweetheart. Well, dead. Friggin' dead.
When did that happen, do you know?
Yeah, like yesterday. Yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know.
And just think, cut down in the prime of his life, Jerry Lewis.
It's true. Jerry Lewis, 93 or 4 or 2.
90, yeah. Jeez.
All right, Bob.
Wow. Well, Ray Liotta was that was a surprise.
Yeah,
it was. I didn't know that he
Shocking.
was.
Yeah,
everybody.
Weird.
Did they say what it was?
Well, by the time some of us watch this show, then. But if you're watching it live, no. The answer is no. If you're watching us on YouTube at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio or listening to us on terrestrial, you never know that. But so far, no. I think it was cocaine. But anyway, no, I don't know.
No, don't put it out there.
Don't make me sing.
Sing.
So I take it back. So I shot myself in the foot again.
You know what? You should just probably stop talking.
With Zucker, I should stop talking.
Yeah, you're the host of the show, but just stop.
And I should stop talking like that. I should probably stop hitting high notes.
Ray's not going to do the show now.
But you're never wrong.
No.
Yeah. What do you think? You're Evil Knievel? What is this?
All right. See, and that's the other thing about Bobby Hayes. He has never, and he'll probably have a problem with this, but he never says stupid stuff. I think that's why I love him so much. He never says stupid stuff.
What do you mean I always say stupid stuff?
No, you never say. I just said never. Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening.
No, he never says stupid stuff.
Too many times.
All right, the great this man is one of the greatest stars in the history of the movie industry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, a little beyond that, I think. It at least gets into the solar system, maybe this quadrant of the universe.
My friends, this is Robert Hayes. This is the real Robert. This is the real Robert Hayes.
Who?
Captain Stryker.
Never heard of him.
And all the other movies.
Homeward Bound.
Oh, well, keep going.
Oh yeah, all the Hallmark stuff. I love that, Robert.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And his TV show Angie, for God's sakes.
Yep.
Starman.
Starman. Yeah. My God, you're big. You're big, my friend.
You're big, I tell you.
All right. There he is with a Mai Tai in his hand, emanating from one of the islands out there in the Pacific. The great Robert Hayes on Outlaw Radio. I love you. I
We're
love
out
you.
here on the frontier, looking out for your safety.
Give my best to Gina, if she's still with you.
She is.
All right. I love that gal.
Why wouldn't she be?
Well, she's a northern Nevada gal. It seems like she would have sort of caught on by now. Yeah. Bobby Hayes, I love you. I love you.
Love you, bub.
All right. All right.
Love you, Lori.
Love you, hon.
All right.
We all love you.
Okay.
Love you, Matt.
Okay. All right.
Love you, Grandpa.
Okay.
Love you, Grandpa. Love you, John Boy.
Lot to get to next when we introduce Sue Ellen on Outlaw Radio.
how's it going? I know you got a clue what you're doing. You can play brand new to all the other chicks out here, but I know what you are, baby. Look at you, getting more than just a re-up. Baby, you got all the puppets with the strings up, faking like a good one, but I call them like I see them. I know what you are, baby. Womanizer, womanizer, you're a womanizer, oh, you're a womanizer, baby. You are, womanizer, womanizer, womanizer. Boy, don't try to front, I know just what you are. Boy, don't try to front, I know just what you are. You got me going, you're oh so charming, but I can't do it. Womanizer. Boy, don't try to front, I know just what you are. Boy, don't try to front, I know just what you are. You say I'm crazy, I got you crazy. You're nothing but a womanizer. Daddy, you got the swagger of a champion. So bad for you, you just can't find the right companion. I guess when you have one too many makes it hard. It could be easy who you are. That's just who you are, baby. Lollipop. Must mistake me or the sucker to think that I will be a victim, not another. Say it, play it how you want it, but no way, I'm never gonna fall for you. Never you, baby. Womanizer, womanizer, you're a womanizer, oh, you're a womanizer, baby. You are.
The dive bar at the end of the Walk of Fame. The cartilage left over in a bag of Popeye's chicken. Chronic talk from stars, would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen. What a boy would be if Siegfried and Roy had a son.
Why? Why the knack? Why Bruce Gary? Why, oh why? Because today's an homage to our dead friends. Bo Hopkins, Dead Rooney. That's quite an homage. Ray Liotta. Oh, ouch. Yeah, here comes another one. Oh. Bruce Gary. He's the drummer from this band. This is where I received this.
This might be the first song I ever played on the drums.
Oh, is that right, Dave? Yeah.
I have a little knack story for you.
Ralph O'Dearna has a knack story. Before you get to it, I think I want to toast you, if I had a toaster big enough.
Toast.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Because you brought the bourbon over, and that's heavy duty. That is at least $1.15 proof. Wow, that's a biggie. And I threw water in there.
Yeah, me too.
That's barrel proof. And what is the brand?
It's Broker Barrel.
Broker Barrel
Whiskey Company.
All right. Well, nicely done.
Now go stash the rest of that in your car, Ralph.
Sorry, Broken Barrel.
Broken Barrel. Yeah, that makes more sense. By the way, for those of you listening to Outlaw Radio or watching us on YouTube at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, we sound and look so much better if you're inebriated.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So break out the friggin' concoctions. Make a great old-fashioned or a beautiful Manhattan, or make yourself a beautiful martini. Shake it up so there's a little ice skating rink on the top of that glass.
Yeah, I've tried to watch playbacks being sober. You can't.
No, you can't.
No, you got to be lit.
Why would you want to? Billy up. He just started
So Ralph O'Dearna, you vacated us for the last few weeks. I have missed you, and you have something you'd like to add to today's programa.
About the knack.
All right.
So we have a new hostess at the Grand Havana Room, and her name is Liv Niles.
Now, Grand Havana is a private cigar club in Beverly Hills, very highfalutin. They have names like RoboCop,
Rick Dees.
Rick Dees, wow. It's just, I just love that Grand Havana because, you can smoke cigars and wow. Yeah, but what else do you love about it, Rick? Well, you smoke cigars.
He keeps Pappy in his locker.
Yeah, not only that, he has some bourbon in there, too.
That's it.
Yeah.
But Prescott's daughter is now a hostess.
Prescott Niles, bass player from this band, my dear friend. Funny you would bring him up because you and I, Ralph Odierno, we did not have this discussion, but I woke up today realizing that Prescott, for the last 6 weeks, has been screwing me.
What?
He promised to be on the show, then he wouldn't answer the phone. And he has all this publicity concerning a lot of new stuff he's doing. He's in Missing Persons. They're traveling the world, including Vegas, with Missing Persons. You know, who is that?
Dale Bozio.
Yeah, Dale Bozio with that voice.
Man, she was hot.
Walking in L.A.?
Walking in L.A. But this guy, it finally dawned on me, he's paying me back, Lori.
No, he does this, though, man.
No,
he does this.
He's paying me back, Lori.
For the vampire stuff?
Yes.
It had nothing to do with you.
What happened was, no, he has blamed me, and you know that since day one.
Because you had a friend.
He said, make my buddy, who was one of my writers and producers throughout the years. He was also a writer for Rick Dees. And this guy stole PrescottNiles.com, bought the URL, Prescott, bass player from the Knack, pissed off about it, and he said, Matt, you know, I went to grab my URL. I found that it was owned by your buddy. Mm-hmm. So they had a conversation on the air many years ago.
But what kind of a site was it when you got there? It was a vampire site.
It was because Prescott, some might say that Prescott Niles, bass player for the Knack, resembles a man who only comes out at night. and he was pissed about that, so he went to me. And he said, Matt, make your buddy give me the URL. I said, how can I make my friend give you the URL? So my buddy, Pete Coburn, no names. That was our HR man, Billy Dilly, outside barbecuing, laughing. No names, but Pete said, I will sell it to him.
Sure.
And
price was cheap then.
What pissed him off was, I think back then it was like $300.
Sure, man. He should have snagged it.
Prescott Niles was pissed because as he said, it's my name. It's my name. I'm the bass player for the Knack. I shouldn't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
And I said,
but he should have got this registered when he knew who he was.
Well, my buddy, Pete Coburn, was smart enough to then buy that URL before Prescott Niles.
And then try to sell it to him.
I'm guessing among others.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But now he also made that URL find its way to a porno site and all kinds of things.
Oh, he messed with him hard on that.
So Lori, I woke up today, and it hit me, Prescott is still pissed at me.
He's punishing you.
And he's punishing me for not making my friend give up the URL.
Well, Pete Coburn said, guess what? 300, and now you're gonna bitch about it? Price just went up.
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, so it went up to 1,000.
Is it 1,000 now?
Mm-hmm. It's got to be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
2,500 last night.
By the way,
Dave and I can buy it.
Yeah. But between you and I,
we'll launch it.
What's a Prescott Niles URL worth?
Oh,
I mean, do you have a quarter? I mean, honest to God, what's
Oh, that's rude. That's really rude.
Oh, Knack.com, that's worth some money. PrescottNiles.com. So Liv, his daughter, is now a hostess at Grand Havana in Beverly Hills?
Yes.
Is she still beautiful beyond belief?
She's got a very, very pretty face.
That means she's
always been beautiful.
Okay, so
that means she's a very large woman.
So
No. What happened with her is she was, She slimmed way down for a long time.
Okay, Mart, stop. That's my brother Mart, because he'll make a story more ponderous than it ever has to be.
It's true. And she's a great talent.
But what Dave just said was probably spot on. So I guess she's a biggin now. But the point is that she has the most beautiful face and singing voice.
And guitar playing.
Oh, that Niles family has tremendous talent and a lot of vitriol toward me. As it turns out.
Yeah, they don't like you. I'm kidding.
You know, and this
so sad.
This is what I get throughout the industry. Since I was 10 years old, I have been in the entertainment, the showbiz industry. And this is what I get for my honesty. I get paid back by being whacked upside the head. David Zucker now hates me.
I wonder why.
I feel Ralph getting sucked into this thing now, trying to smooth it out.
Ralph Odierna?
Yeah, a lot like Bobby. Getting.
It's not that important to me that Prescott Niles likes me.
I'm going to call him during the break.
I love him. I love him.
Not
but
so much.
I'm not. No. Hey, Laura, I'm not the small-minded one here. I'm not the one playing me, and it dawned on me this morning when I woke up that he is playing me.
For something you didn't even do, really.
I didn't do it. Not even really. You don't even have to throw the really in there,
It was by
dude.
association of somebody that you knew that was once your producer. And
and
whatever.
he felt because that's my producer or my former producer.
You
that
could control him, is what he told me.
That's not. Did he say that to you?
He said that to me.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he said that.
So I can control him. Okay,
Yes.
the dirty little secret, maybe yes. Maybe I could have. But damn it, that's funny that he bought his goddamn URL.
Hilarious.
That's hilarious.
It really
now
is.
that's funny. And so now I'm paying because the vampire has a problem with me.
Should I call him during the break?
No.
All right.
No, he's no longer invited.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
No.
Boy.
No, I've had it.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, who do we have on the show next hour? DB Cooper?
DB Cooper.
We found him.
Yeah.
D. Williams.
Lori, the great attorney. You're the producer,
Yes.
Lori. The
thought I was your Emily.
The great attorney
Emily Baker.
who has about 1 million views on YouTube. She has about 100 million subscribers. You know, we have maybe 2. But I'll tell you what, they love us. They love us on YouTube.
It's not all about the numbers. It's if they love
quality.
us.
Yeah,
Now it's about how many numbers.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Ralph, yeah.
The quality of the numbers.
if you know me, this is just the beginning. So who do we have? DB Cooper?
Emily Baker.
Emily D. Baker, the gal with the purple hair and those funny glasses, and she is great. I should be so drunk that I will make no sense to her in the next hour. But what else has changed?
Oh, no.
Now remember Dana Claire, Lori? And
Dana Claire?
I never knew that Claire was her last name.
Oh.
So it sounds like females love to change their names.
Not me.
And they love to change the spelling of their names. One of my girlfriends, Maria Armenti from New York, she changed her name to Maria with an E, E-A, M-A-R-E-A, because females, for some reason, do weird crap.
Yeah.
Ralph, you're acting as though you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
they're ridiculous.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Right? They do weird crap.
Yeah.
So Dana, who I never knew her as Dana Claire, and she is a writer. She has a tome called "You Looked Bigger or Taller When I Was in Front of You."
Oh,
What the hell's the book?
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Yes, from Newport Beach.
Psycho.
Psycho?
no.
She's a psycho.
No.
Yeah, I don't see her that way.
don't remember
I like
that.
her a lot.
Of course you don't see it that way.
No, of course. Why, Lori? Has nothing to do with her aesthetic.
Not at all.
I promise you that.
What's going through her head? She's like a QAnon person.
Perhaps that's true, but that's simply one facet of her psyche.
I bought some bit. I bought
If
some.
indeed
Oh, my
that's
God.
true. But Dana Claire sent me an email.
Of course she did.
And so I need to share this with you.
Oh, God.
She sends me emails, but this one I need to share.
Yeah.
And it's simply this. First time I've seen this out my window. Now, she lives in Newport Beach. Newport Beach, California is a
Far away.
highfalutin area.
Yes.
It is affluent.
She's been on the show.
It is a beautiful.
She's been here in person, Lori.
A couple times.
Yes.
And you're calling her a psycho.
She is a psycho.
Another female calling a female.
Lori always,
I can call him out.
Lori always said she loved her when she was here.
That's what
No,
I heard.
I didn't. I went to bed because I was like, does she ever know when to leave?
Okay.
Sorry, Dana.
Wow.
I was going to invite her back because now that we're
Okay.
on YouTube,
Oh,
you can
God.
see her face. What, Lori?
She was asking me to set her up with wealthy men, but they had to have a lot of money
With
and
who?
be successful.
Oh, with wealthy men.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Isn't that what most females do? Ralph, am I talking out of school here?
And by the way, this is time in memoriam. My grandmother told my sisters it's just as easy to fall in love with a rich man as a poor man.
Yes. Right.
All right.
To the point.
That's right.
God.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Hey, HR man, while the show's on, quit coming in here and bugging my buddy Roman and asking him questions.
Barbecue questions.
They act like this is not a real show.
Well,
maybe they're onto something, but that's not the point. Okay, you're going to want to hear what Dana Claire emailed
Not really.
me.
Oh, God.
From Newport Beach when we return in mere minutes, plus that great attorney who is a sensation on YouTube. All that in mere minutes on the big growling dog of Outlaw Radio headquarters.
is it, kids?
Where the past, present, and future collide in mindless talk at the pinnacle of mediocrity. Now you can drink, smoke, and interrupt with the Hollywood Fringe right in your own backyard. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
And the evening is nice.
YouTube sensation and great gal, attorney for 15 years, watching over this Depp Heard case, and we have her on Outlaw Radio next hour. B.R. Bradbury. Lori plays the elements but doesn't listen to the show. I throw that out hoping she'd correct me.
She doesn't listen to the show.
Because I knew that B.R. Bradbury is not her name.
I don't think Lori really cares about the show.
No.
She just produces, but...
I know she hates me. I do know that part.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Lori, who do we have next hour? This lovely woman with the funky glasses and the purple hair.
That would be Emily D. Baker.
There she is. Not B.R. Bradbury, but Emily, the great Emily D. Baker.
Lori, can I know what happened in the back of the car last Saturday coming home from the wedding?
No, I'll get to that. But first, I promised you, Dana Claire, a.k.a. Dana
Cornelius.
Oh. Cornelius, author of You Look Taller When I'm in the Back of a Car. She sent this to me. First time I've seen this out my window. Lived here since 1998. This is Newport Beach, affluent area of California. Irvine might be turning into Los Angeles. Irvine? I thought she was in...
Newport?
Newport, but you said Irvine. Okay.
Maybe she got kicked out of Newport.
Same horse, different color. Yeah.
You're
Same
right.
horse?
Yeah.
I will be addressing this at all levels, HOA, city, and county. Initial inquiry with the PD, so police department, led me to believe that Governor Newsom no longer made it a crime to pitch a tent in a park. I've been doing that for years, by the way. Hey, come on, easy?
How old are you?
Too easy? I'm 16. I couldn't do that if I were 17.
No.
But this park is private, and they're trespassing. Fine lines here. Needs further inquiry, like I'm not already busy fighting to keep our freedoms. The reason I bring this up is the picture she showed was simply one person sort of in a sleeping bag.
Oh, my God.
And for her...
Was it her?
That was the end of the universe. That was the homeless taking over in Newport/Irvine, California.
Yep.
And I thought to myself, monkeypox coming to an election near you. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
Okay, so but I still love Dana Cornelius. No matter
I don't know
what.
why.
No matter what.
Why? She's crazy.
What? I love you.
I'm not crazy.
Oh, boy.
That hurts.
I don't want to go there.
No. Why
Naughty.
would you? There's no need.
I don't need to be in trouble with our producer.
Just no more words. I think the
Don't go back to Zucker
No,
again.
just zip. None. Now.
But I just wanted to...
No. Okay. Kato's wedding.
Stupid.
Last Saturday. Lori smudged up the back of my blazer with a cream puff.
I was carrying a cream puff home because Kato insisted.
Kato was shoving stuff in our hands. Take this, Lori. Take this. Lori, take this.
But Kato Kaelin, what a nice man.
Yeah.
To send us home. I end up in the back seat, smudged, because Lori picked up the one cream puff, but left the other one on the seat for me to sit on.
I forgot they were there.
See, who's crazy now?
You didn't get in the car.
Cream
we
puff
all
lady.
Wanted to go home.
Yes,
And
because
I had to find you, and I put the cream puff down.
because I was trying to buy it back with David Zucker
and
of
that
Airplane
didn't work
fame.
out. It did not work out.
All right,
so what did you gain?
This is going to be a big hour, next hour on OutlawRadioLive.com and on YouTube at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, plus our podcasts. They're so easy to find. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. So many ways to get us. So little time. So flamboyant.
Hey, gang, you listen to OutlawRadioLive.com. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back after this. Pour yourself a light one, a heavy one, whatever you want to do. But stay tuned, folks. There'll be a lot coming up. And we want you to join us. You're going to love it. All right, babies.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Isn't that funny that I woke up this morning knowing Prescott Niles, bass player from the Knack, was playing me? I mean, that hit me like a ton of bricks this morning. It's like I've known him for almost as long as I knew Bruce Gary, drummer from the Knack.
Yeah.
Waiting for Lori to butt in and...
Oh, yeah. I have a question.
It's a well-oiled machine, this Outlaw Radio, yeah?
Yeah.
What, you have a question, Lori?
I do.
Well, perhaps I have an answer.
He'll give it a good color shade. He'll give it his best shot.
Yeah.
To answer you.
I'll give you my best high school try.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did John Driscoll mean on your Facebook page?
All right, close enough. Jeez.
I don't know where.
None of this set up.
I'm confused as hell.
John Driscoll, one of the radio legends, headed a radio station here in Los Angeles called KTNQ. 10 Q's on! Great little top 40 radio station. I love that station. John Driscoll saw a picture on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, at Mattalan. Hey, that spells my name, Matt Allen. And he made the comment thinking that what he's looking at is Kato Kaelin, who was on the show about an hour ago.
Oh, because a picture of both of you?
No, not that pic. It's me and I think his bride, his new bride, because they were married a week ago.
So you're holding her head in that shot.
Whatever the hell that shot is, it's me. And his comment is, thinking that I'm Kato, he said, Kato Kaelin looks like Barry Manilow.
Oh my God!
No, I'm over. If suicide were legal, about midnight tonight, after bourbon and cigars, because now David Zucker of Airplane fame, I just know he hates my guts. And now this happened.
Yeah, suicide might be illegal, but do they prosecute?
And then Robert Hayes on the show.
He loves you.
So Bobby Hayes, who played Captain Stryker in Airplane, he still loves me.
Thank God.
Okay, all right. So we're on to something. But speaking of Kato Kaelin, one of the most significant witnesses in any case, in any trial, put him on the map. Oh, I hope he's not listening right now because Kato would say, Matt, why am I doing Rick Dees when I'm doing Kato Kaelin? Matt, God bless you. Here's Madonna on the top 40. No, Kato told me years ago his career was beginning to take off, and then this damn OJ thing happened.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
But Kato is famous, obviously, because of the OJ trial.
The most famous case in history, probably.
But now I think one of the maybe second biggest cases is this Depp thing. And so minding my own business on YouTube, where I think I have 2 subscribers and no viewers because it's new to us. We just started this crap. But
on YouTube, not in radio. But
no, we have plenty. Thank you, Lori.
I just want to be clear.
Lori Downey Jr., thank you for coming to my rescue. No, when it comes to radio, when it comes to terrestrial, when it comes to internet, we have a gazillion listeners.
You invented the medium.
Not one to boast. Ralph Odierna, yes, I did.
You started.
I invented radio through the internet. And I won't take credit for that. Yes, I will.
You should.
But my point here is that I became immersed in this Depp friggin' Heard trial.
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, I find this funky gal with cool glasses and purple hair.
She's the best.
And, Lori, do you like her?
I love her.
And I doubt she's still on the line after this.
No,
but
she's here.
It's a lot like me introducing Jerry Lewis many years ago and him hanging up on me. But let's see what Emily D. Baker is made of. From I believe Nashville. She's are you originally from Nashville?
I'm not. I'm from Manhattan Beach, California.
Oh, so she's a Cali.
girl.
So, hold on a second. You're a gal in, I'm assuming, your 30s. I mean, I don't want to get personal, but you're an attorney.
That's generous. I'm a woman of a certain age in my 40s.
Oh, no. Well, I'll tell you what, man.
She looks great for that.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Well,
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. There's something so beautiful about this gal. And so not only do I appreciate her intelligence, but and you may hang up on me right now, and that's okay. But there's something sexy about you.
There is,
Emily,
absolutely.
Right?
I'm with you.
That's my brother Marty.
Marty, yeah. Nice to meet you.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Emily D. Baker, do you understand? You probably get a lot of notes or a lot of nasty stuff coming in, right?
There's a few, and I made a joke about, unsolicited pet pictures. I was being a bit cheeky with it, and people took it very seriously, and I've gotten all kinds of unsolicited pics. I was just talking about cats and puppies, people, but
You love her even more now.
Emily D. Baker, is there a way you could get off that? I'm hearing echo and so on. Can you just get on the phone so I can talk to you close and personal? Because I'm hearing...
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see if this is better. Because I want to spend some time with this lovely woman.
Well, I didn't think there was echo. I'm sorry that there was.
Yeah, that's better.
Much better. She's out of the coffee can.
Okay, this Emily D. Baker gal, she'll do a little beginning of her bit on YouTube, and then she rolls into the intro, and she talks about cursey words. She likes to curse, and that caught me right off the bat. It's like, oh, do I love it? And by the way, I'm going to call you something now. Don't hang up. Because let me explain, attorney, Your Honor, let me explain. I'm going to call you something that I mean this as terms of endearment. This gal is a great broad. Yep. Did you hear what I called you?
Yeah, I'm not upset about being called a broad. I've been called much worse.
But no.
You forget, I was an L.A. County Deputy District Attorney and used to listen to people talking on jail calls about me. I've been called much worse.
But Emily D. Baker, when I say broad, I mean that as you are one of the guys. You're one of the cool chicks. Right?
Well, I played men's water polo in high school. I am not unfamiliar with being around a lot of dudes. My house is also all dudes. I have 2 sons, 2 male cats, and a husband. So it has been my life.
Now dig this. I have not one to boast. I have interviewed from Paul McCartney to Bob Hope to you name the person, and I am sort of pinching myself that I'm talking to this gal who I have been watching on YouTube for the last 2 weeks, Emily D. Baker.
I think the word is adorable.
Yes,
absolutely
yes,
adorable.
She is adorable.
She is.
Yes, Emily.
Yeah.
I don't belong in that category with revered icons, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. So you break it down. You've been watching this trial from beginning to end, and you break it down like nobody's business.
Johnny Depp and the herd.
Yeah, let me just ask you this. From the outset, did you pick sides? I mean, from the outset of this?
At the beginning of the trial, I thought there was no way Johnny Depp could win this case. So as far as picking sides, I picked a side legally who I thought had the better legal case. And that was not Johnny Depp.
Right. So now, as you become Miss Purple Hair, as you become immersed in this trial, how far into this did you sort of change your mind or think that maybe there's a shot?
It was strong throughout Johnny Depp's case, but once Amber Heard testified, I was like, oh, this is why they took this case to trial. This is why they think they can win. They know how she looks on the stand, and they knew that from the UK case that was behind closed doors. They knew how she would testify, and they knew that a jury would not like it, and I think that was a smart decision.
Oh, yeah. Because for me, she comes off as a bad, and by the way, here's the other part. I'm not politically correct with this. I don't call her an actor. She's an actress. She's a female who acts. And I don't think she's been very good as an actress on the stand.
Well, her acting coach did say she had trouble crying acting-wise.
Right. No, it's true.
And we could tell, man.
It's true. What wasn't that like ridiculous to hear that, Emily?
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was stunned. Her lawyers put that forward. Her lawyers chose to put that forward.
Wow.
They could have chosen not to.
Yeah.
They chose to do that. I was stunned.
I gotta tell you, that Elaine, man, that poor gal, right? I mean, she's been put through the ringer, hasn't she?
Well, she put herself through the ringer a bit. I had a lot more empathy for her before she started mocking Johnny Depp's voice in her questioning, which I thought was really inappropriate. But I do think she has a difficult client, and we're seeing the weight of working with Amber Heard on Elaine Bredehoff's face every day.
Yeah, we do. We do. And boy, when she went there, I thought the same thing. It's like, what the hell? Are you a fan? I mean, what is this that you know so much about him? I mean, it's very odd. And by the way,
it was very odd to get that personal.
Yeah. And before I go on, because I'll forget to ask you this, because I've had some bourbon, Emily D. Baker, and
well, I'm a whiskey girl, so I feel you.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Something
keep turning more and more.
Something tells me we're going to be fast friends, or at some point major enemies.
Yeah, you're going to piss her off.
But
I hope not.
Yeah,
No.
Well, me too. I hope not.
So don't do it, Matt.
Matt, you might want to quit talking right now.
Yeah, I know. I know. I might want to have someone take over the show. Is Rick Dees available? But Camille Vasquez, I think this gal is so spot on and on the verge, not brilliant, but on the verge of brilliance. Do you not agree with me, Emily D. Baker?
I love Camille Vasquez. I think if anyone had a Star is Born moment in this trial, it was Camille.
Yeah.
She's a fabulous litigator. She went to a local law school in Los Angeles. And I could not be more thrilled watching her performance in this trial. She was incredible.
Do you think she's knocking boots with Johnny?
Okay, Mart, hold on. That's my brother, Mart.
Oh,
no, hold on.
I
Stop.
don't at all.
Stop. Let me just throw this in. That is completely out of line. That is from my brother. That's not from me. Do you think they're having sex? I mean, do you?
She already answered.
Absolutely not. I think that they came in with a trial strategy to annoy Amber Heard, and I also think Camille has worked as Johnny Depp's shield and sword. They needed a young female attorney to be able to cross-examine Amber Heard like that without it being totally distasteful. And what I've heard from inside the courtroom is that when she was tested or when she was asking questions, the jury was transfixed on Camille, not on Amber Heard. And that is a huge win on this mostly male jury that they were transfixed with her. I think they are going to want to give her a win. If not anything else, they are going to want to deliver for her and her client. I think the jury very much likes her.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think she's having inappropriate and possibly unethical relationships with her client. I think she is a very good attorney, and I think they're probably very fond of each other.
Okay. I love that because no. Emily D. Baker gets this. She gets everything.
She does.
That's why I'm talking to her, man, because she's a smart gal. Okay. She's a smart. Pardon me. She's a smart attorney. Here's the deal. Don't you believe that the minute Johnny Depp wins this thing, they are having a coital boomerang that night?
No. I don't think so. I don't even know if Camille Vasquez is into men or if she's married. We don't know.
No, she's not. No.
She's not married.
Emily.
We can't assume anything about her life.
Emily, I looked it up. She's not married. That's why I'm saying this.
Okay, well, she's going to have a lot of offers after this trial.
Hell yeah.
Matt's going to be the first
aside from the fact that she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it in my live streams. I have live chat going, so I have the thoughts of 220,000+ people scrolling along the side of the screen. A lot of marriage proposals in there.
Oh, wow.
Hey, by the way, when I see that on YouTube, when I see your channel, Emily D. Baker, and I see the monetary things at the bottom, is that people are giving you that money?
Yes. I mean, YouTube takes 30
Yeah, but
a little less than 30%.
But that's friggin' awesome.
You're talking
I love that coffee cup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The coffee
I really
cup.
want
Laura?
that coffee cup. Yes.
Well, yeah, buy it.
I will send you one.
No.
Will you email me? I'll send you.
No.
I'll send the show coffee cup.
No, we don't want. Hey, Emily D. Baker, we don't want anything for free except your soul. That's all we want.
And by the way, Lori, she's going to send you a show coffee cup, not her, the one she uses. We want the one you use.
Oh, with lipstick on
yes.
it? Yeah.
Coffee stand.
Okay, Emily D.
That's creepy, man.
Okay, kids. What are you, 12?
16.
Emily D. Baker, the great Emily D. Baker, who I didn't know 2 weeks ago, and now I am a huge fan of this woman.
And by the way, you turned me on to her like early in the morning.
See, Emily, that was me. I turned Lori on to you.
And I was late for work because I was immersed in what you were doing.
Yes, because you're
The
interesting.
great thing about YouTube is you can pop it on your phone and just take it with you. And I've seen a lot of people doing that with this trial and having it on all day long. It's wild.
But unlike that big-haired guy that looks like the devil, and I don't expect you to throw anyone under the bus because you're not going to do that. I know you're not, because then you're in the next defamation case and someone's suing you.
Yeah, but she's an attorney.
And who wants that? but this devil guy can't shut the F up and let you hear the trial. Somehow you find, Emily D. Baker, you find this happy medium where it's palatable to watch and you throw in your 2 cents. And for that, you major kudos. You're really freaking good. What takes an Emily D. Baker out of Manhattan Beach, California? We obviously emanate from Southern Cali.
And we're still stuck here.
And we're still stuck in this friggin' rat hole known as California, which is beautiful, but governed very poorly.
Okay.
What takes you to Nashville? How do you end up there?
We had the opportunity to move during 2020, and we found a home with acres of land, and we're like, you know what? It's now or never. Our kids were already out of school, and we had the opportunity to pick up and move. And I'll tell you what, that I didn't know about Nashville. The internet is gigabit fiber internet, so it makes streaming much easier for me.
Wow.
The internet outside of LA is awful.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Wow. Do you hear this?
I could never do this. I could not do this without a studio space in Los Angeles, and I'm able to do it from my home in Nashville. It's been amazing.
Emily D. Baker, say hi to my friend, movie producer, bon vivant, Ralph Odierna.
Emily, I have a question. Juries are not legal experts, and they go for that gotcha moment, like in the O.J. trial, if the glove don't fit, you have to acquit. I thought the gotcha moment for this jury in this trial was when Amber Heard's own attorney objected to his own question, and the judge shot him down and says, "You can't object to your own question, counselor." To me, if I'm sitting on that jury, I'm like, they are way out of their league, and this is just a made-up trial. I'm siding with Mr. Depp.
It was a mess. They also asked if their cat was doing Google searches, same attorney, Needlehoff. But it was a cast of characters. Needlehoff and Bretta Hoff and Rottenborn. It was a cast of characters. And then they brought on Dr. Dupenschmertz, the psychiatrist, who was just yelling back on the stand. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Did Mel Brooks name all these people?
Hold on a second. Are you talking about the nutty guy who is out of his mind? That guy?
Siegel, yes. Yes.
That man is so nut. What is the cartoon that he is the doctor in that cartoon?
Yeah, Dr. Dupenschmertz from Phineas and Ferb. It was unbelievable.
I mean,
and then the voice actor did a voiceover on TikTok of it, and it's the most brilliant thing I've seen at this time.
I mean, this guy is friggin' nuts, but they are his witness. Explain to me how a firm says, "Oh yeah, this is." Well, okay. Before you do this, here's what I thought. I thought they talked to him a couple minutes, and they said, "Oh yeah, this guy's got his act together." Do you think it was something like that?
I have no idea how they picked it. I don't know how they made a lot of the decisions, like leaving the acting coach's testimony in. I don't know how they made that decision. It was wild.
She is not a great actress. I mean, and you don't want to pick sides, and although you veer toward Depp, even in your
I think
YouTube,
Depp has a chance of winning.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
do.
I agree.
I do too. And this is a tough thing to prove, though. This particular thing.
I hope he wins because he'll be the first male that gets to speak out about abuse.
Yeah, because
about women that
right, Lori, because it goes
women
both
that
ways.
are saying, because women by and large always have their way in the court, and for the first time, a man is saying, "But I took this, I took this, I took this." Correct, Emily, or no?
I think so. I mean, not on this scale have we seen a male victim of abuse sue over being defamed for those stories come out, and it will be very interesting. Defamation is hard for celebrities to prove.
Right.
But I also think celebrities need to reclaim their name when they are defamed in a way that's so damaging. And we're starting to see that with the Cardi B case and others. We're starting to see celebrities say, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
This is a civil suit, so they only need 8 jurors, correct?
I think they have 7.
No, Virginia needs it to be unanimous, and there are 7 deliberating jurors, and they have to be unanimous on, which is different than a lot of jurisdictions where they don't have to be unanimous, but they need all 7 deliberating jurors to decide liability. Virginia's a little quirky, but they also now have alpacas outside the courthouse, so I'm not surprised.
Emily D. Baker, in your opinion, why did Johnny Depp choose Virginia?
California has some really particular rules when it comes to defamation suits, including an anti-slap statute that can stop the case before discovery. I think it was a very smart strategic litigation move to pick Virginia, where they would get through discovery before trial. And the anti-slap in Virginia does not apply to this type of defamation, the willful defamation, so Amber Heard could not use it as a defense. So it was a very, very smart move by lawyers that are clearly very well versed in defamation.
Yeah.
Where are the lawyers from? Are they did he bring them, or are they out there in Virginia?
California.
California.
Most of them are California lawyers.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you didn't have to waste Emily's time on this. I could have answered this. Yeah, I'm no attorney, but I do play one on occasion on TV.
Dave's new to the show.
Yeah. But this Emily D. Baker, who, by the way, Lori, I know we have another 2 minutes on this break. I know that. I must say that, and I have mentioned this, but I am a fan, and this is what I want you to commit to be on our show a week from today. And it doesn't have to be this long. Even if you commit to 4 minutes a week from today, Emily D. Baker, will you do that?
Happy to come back on, and I stream for like 6 hours a day. This is not long at all. I'm happy to have a conversation.
Right.
Happy for the time.
Did you hear her answer though? She said happy to come back on. She didn't say a week from today. What I'm saying
I'll
is,
come back on a week from today. I'm around.
Okay.
I'll absolutely do that.
Okay, because I don't want to have to sue you.
Oh.
Yeah. That would hurt.
We've made a contract now, have we?
Yeah. How cool is this?
Very
chick?
cool.
And by the way, when I call you a chick, does that piss you off?
No.
Oh, I love her.
Okay, yeah, no. We're having bourbon in Nashville, man, because I've never had
I would love to.
I've never had a bad time in Nashville. So your hubby, how long have you been married?
We are celebrating 20 years.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
I knew that.
God bless.
By the way, I just sort of knew that. I knew that she had this solidified connection with some dude, and I love that. So we're going. Some dude. Emily D. Baker. We're going out and we're drinking in Nashville. How about that?
Wonderful. Can't wait.
Wonderful.
Have a wonderful evening.
I love this woman. I love her purple hair. I love her friggin' glasses. I love the intro to her show on YouTube where she talks about cursing words. I'm telling you, I'm a huge fan. Thank you for giving us this. I'm not talking to Paul McCartney, but I'm talking to Emily D. Baker. And for me, this is bigger. We'll be this after back at OutlawRadioLive.com.
is Outlaw Radio. Tell you something. When a $1.15 proof bourbon sort of bites you in the ass, Ralph O'Dearna, you don't care about me, do you?
No, well, you're not driving. I mean, you may be driving the bus, but you ain't driving.
I'm his driver.
Now, by the way, driving the bus means driving the bus of this show. For those of you not in show business, I'm sort of not including me in that.
I'm on the same boat.
What, Mark?
I'm on the same boat.
What does that mean?
Same page, same boat. Yeah.
Not one to boast.
Who's driving the show?
Lori?
Yes.
You?
Captain Lori.
So, if you just tuned in, Emily D. Baker was on. Man, love that gal.
You're going to have to hashtag her on your channel. That's how you get people to watch.
Can you do that for me, Ralph?
I can hashtag it.
You know how to do that?
Yes.
Because Matt doesn't.
I'll hashtag
Look at him. Look at him.
I'm learning.
Matt, just £sign before whatever you write.
Okay. Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
And by the way, we should
Here's what I hear. Blah, blah, blah. I don't understand any of that.
I've seen you in technical action. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
A little too
Something
much.
else I learned, Matt.
Yeah, Laura?
So if you tell your listeners on YouTube to put that on their bell, like you set up a bell.
No, I know that. And then, you hit the bell or whatever.
No, because every time you broadcast, it'll alert your listeners to turn on the show.
Yeah, but they do anyway. I mean, they are doing that through email.
Maybe we can take a bunch of her followers.
Yeah, but you're looking
which
for
would be
more.
great.
That's why you hashtag her.
Yeah, we get a lot of her followers, which she's got a couple 100,000.
By the way, you lovely program directors at our terrestrial stations, I apologize for the last 90 seconds. All right.
What happened?
What? No, but I will tell you what Dave was sort of alluding to. My computer took a crap a few days ago.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave, Tattoo Dave, the man who knows his way around bikes and Harleys and big gas guzzling trucks. And, that's what you want to drive today when gas is $7 a gallon in L.A.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
what. And so he sends me an email talking about, he wants to put a poker light up so we can play poker.
Worst email I ever sent in my life.
Yeah. So I got back to him and I said, how about this? How about instead of the poker light, you come over and we head to Riverside, California.
It's similar.
It's right? You see
You know why? Because Riverside's the only place that'll fix an E-machine, and that's what Matt uses for a computer.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, man. I have 1876 components that I use to get to you, my beautiful listener.
Oh.
So I do the due diligence because I need to get to you. I do.
You listened to 8-track tapes on your way too, didn't you, Dave?
Yeah, of course. Blasting. But we made it there, and
How many hours was that?
What was supposed to be about maybe 2 hours, we get there, fix the computer, and leave. Oh, no, that didn't happen. No, we get there about 2 in the afternoon, and then,
Dive bar?
A lot of good dive bars out there.
That's in there.
Yeah, oh yeah. We end up at the Sire in Riverside. And by the way, if there is a beautiful light at the end of this tunnel, we had a great lunch at the Sire, a great dive bar in Riverside that's been there for a million years.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And we had great both of us had Reubens.
Oh, nice.
By the way, I love a good Reuben.
They made their own corned beef.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
They made it?
Yeah, they made it.
And we both had a cocktail. I had a Bloody Maria.
I needed a cocktail.
Oh, at that point. And that was a beautiful Bloody Maria. And I kept talking about the strength. And I was thinking, could you guys just leave me here, take care of your business when it's my business?
Yeah. And I was going to leave you there.
I know. But then so midnight comes, and now it's time to come back to L.A. from Riverside.
Oh, God.
And for those of you who don't know L.A., Riverside is about 65 miles away east.
Yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
Inland Empire is what
But
they
the
call
good
it.
news is those are good right-thinking people.
Yes, sir.
Those are good conservatives. So when we're at the Sire...
Did you ride his monster truck?
Oh, yeah. Eats up about a gallon of gas every 5 miles. So that was a smart move there, Dave.
Well, I didn't know what... you called me...
And I said Riverside when we talked.
But I didn't know what we were bringing, so I thought I better bring the truck.
Better bring the truck.
I didn't know what you needed me to bring.
Because we want to eat up as many gallons of gas as
Matt, how do you get up in that truck with a ladder? I mean, that thing is a monster truck.
Oh, it is.
It's got steps that come down.
yeah.
Come on, man.
But now we're outside this joint, and they're not the Sire, but the place where this dude, this Russian guy, Alex, is fixing my computer. And it's getting dark, and we're smoking stogies because I ain't leaving till this effing computer is fixed.
And believe me, I tried.
Yeah, he did.
I tried.
He said,
and this is after my big mouth saying, you know what? We better get you a bigger hard drive. Let's go to Best Buy. So now we're 20 more miles into the trip.
It's true.
Oh,
no. So now we have to take another trip and back.
I was trying to prevent this from happening again.
Oh, my God.
Yes, but it all happened.
Man, I got a computer guy right here in Van Nuys, man, 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
Alex is good.
Well, he's not Alex.
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, because he knows my friggin' 1876 computer.
Oh, that guy. I met that guy.
No,
He's 90 years old.
My Russian guy. And so if we have to travel to Riverside, damn it, we will. So as we're sitting outside smoking cigars, and it's dark as hell, we notice
and
that
cold, right?
we're not
it was
cold.
beautiful.
But we notice we're in a bad.
The only saving grace.
We're in a bad part of town.
Yeah.
Which means that, and by the way, Dave noticed this. He said, I believe those are hookers. And so Dave...
How was it?
Dave he's shouting out. He wants to get... I said, that's the last thing you want. They'll accuse you of rape. They'll accuse you of everything. But then, about an hour later, he sees her again. And now he's adamant.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He wants her over there. And at that point, I just stopped. It's like, if you want to do this... And she ignored you, though, then.
Stop it.
She knew...
She waved.
She waved.
We never got that far.
They say hookers are pretty friendly.
She was asking me for something or us for something. And
water.
A bottle of water.
And I thought that's a little friggin' weird.
So
Did
you have water?
We did. We each had a bottle of water. And I'm like, well, this is all I have. But
so anyway, he fixes the computer, even though the next day it wasn't fixed, and I had to figure this out. And Alex happened to be in L.A. that day, and he came over, and 3 hours later, it's finally fixed.
It's probably cheaper to get a new one.
Yeah, of course. Of course it is. I'm not going to go into why I needed...
He won't listen to me, guys. He won't listen.
But I needed this specific computer fixed.
On top of the fact that the whole trip could have been avoided for 3 hours the next day.
It was so weird.
Yeah, but that would have made it so easy. And P.S. Dave, don't forget, you would never know the gorgeousness of a place called the Sire.
I could have done without it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Because
I could have.
Dive bars are a thing of the past. When you find a good one, I've never taken Ralph there. Ralph?
I'm honored.
Well, here's the thing. He just got my phone number yesterday, and I got my first phone call today.
By the way, Ralph, do you like Riverside?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
good to know.
Yeah, it's a coming. But, these things do happen. And
to you.
And
only to you.
And thank goodness there's a friend like Dave.
You're welcome.
And because it was in the middle of the day, it was noonish, 11.
It was 10:24 in the morning.
He happened to send me an email talking about...
I sent him an email saying, can I come put the poker light up? Which gave him the green light that he knew I was available.
That's right. He had the day free.
Dave's name for the rest of the summer is Hiatus Dave.
Yeah. I'm going on another show. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, you're going on Emily D. Baker's show from now on. All right. Okay. Couple things. Group of high schoolers in Montana just pulled a hilarious senior prank on their principal. Raymond DeBiker of Conrad High School was sitting at his desk. He was wondering why members of the graduating class were late. Then his phone rang. They said, "We need you to come outside." So this dude, this 32-year-old dude, said the reason they were tardy, a dozen seniors decided to ride their horses to school. They were under the responsibility of DeBriker. Montana has this old transportation law that states if a student rides their horse to school, the principal needs to tend to the horse.
That's great.
Is this the greatest?
That's awesome.
That's where the principal carries hay in his office. Yeah.
DeBriker explained, but it's been voided in the last couple of years. Still, he grew up on a nearby working ranch. He was sucked into this. That morning, he took pictures with students, watched them race each other around the football field, and these kids thought, what a great idea. But they had the wherewithal to look up this law and make this guy.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I want you to water. Where's the trough, principal?
Yeah. Tend to their horses.
Oh, yeah.
I love this.
Does that include Ellen K?
Now here's a guy. Wow. Here's a guy I love. This guy John Nolte, who writes for Breitbart. He says, a masculine pro-American, stridently non-woke blockbuster blasted off to $146 million opening weekend. $146 million opening weekend. A movie that is not woke in any way, shape, or form. Well above predictions. The reviews, Top Gun 2.
Saw it yesterday.
Did the wisest thing possible. Rather than apologize for being an 80s relic, it embraced what everyone loved in 1986 and still loves today.
Top Gun.
That was a great year.
Tom Cruise, full control of his destiny.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the Maverick thing, okay.
Yeah.
But not like hand-wringing over the military, but yet put the hammer down in this movie. No lectures on America's imperfect past or gender inequality.
Perfection.
Ralph, you saw the movie.
It was,
and you thought that as well.
It was excellent.
I had a feeling it was going to be. I loved the first one.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, Jennifer Connelly was a great addition. It took out all of the homoerotic scenes of the movie out, but she was great. Cruise was at his best, and it absolutely true. It was just about pro-military, pro-destiny, and you know what? There was one part of the scene where she says to him, "You would do it in a heartbeat if your wingman wasn't around."
Yeah.
And Cruise takes over the end of the movie.
Love that.
Is that a Ridley Scott film?
No.
I thought it was Ridley that did that.
No.
Top Gun Maverick isn't woke in the slightest. Also a testament, as I understand it, to American excellence and the ability to achieve a goal no matter what the odds. That's America. In other words, they didn't do what James Bond did, right? They didn't turn itself into a meddling little pajama boy gerbil of a movie.
That's right, Ice
They
Man.
did the right frickin' thing.
It was awesome. Go see it.
And now they're making gazillions of dollars.
Talk to me, Hollywood.
Let that be a lesson to
Love
you,
it.
Hollywood.
Love it.
And by the way, Tom Cruise, you know, we talk about his religion, Scientology. We will poke fun. But son of a bitch.
He's a great dude.
I don't think that guy's a big lefty douchebag.
I don't either.
He's the last standing true movie star.
We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
passive aggressive has a new home. You're listening to Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
It's Outlaw Radio time!
We, meaning us, were discussing the fact that this Top Gun Maverick, 146 million in the opening.
Come on, man.
Which is massive.
Yes, sir.
Now, I've never been some Tom Cruise sycophant. Certainly not a fan. I liked him in Risky Business.
Yeah, but the original Top
I thought
Gun
it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I need to see the original, obviously.
Absolutely.
Well, not the original, but the first one.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Yeah, how about after the pandemic and that kind of money?
That's what I'm saying.
Happening.
Just kicking ass.
Yeah.
I have newfound respect for Tom Cruise and this movie, who never went the way of woke. Nope. And gosh darn it, God bless him. Not like, I don't know, West Side Story, flop. Eternals, flop. In the Heights, flop. Wonder Woman, 1984, flop. Charlie's Angels, flop. Men in Black International, flop. Birds of Prey, flop. Ghostbusters 3, flop. The 355, flop. Terminator, Dark Fate, flop.
Jeepers Creepers 2 was not a flop. Though.
Just
that was
flops.
Good. Jeepers
flops.
Creepers 2 is
Go
great.
with woke, Hollywood. Is it about money or getting your frickin' message out there?
You want to see something not woke?
Ralph Odierno.
The new Ricky Gervais comedy special.
Is brilliant. Is brilliant.
He's great.
I've been on Ricky's friggin' bandwagon for several years because the guy is one of those English lefty guys, but he's not. He's a pragmatist. God bless the pragmatists.
Well, how about them putting off the release of the movie for 3 years?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because they knew.
Well, that was Tom, actually.
Because he knew.
Right.
Smart guy.
The movie was done 3 years
Even though he think, Scientology.
No,
but,
the dude is a... And by the way, I've never been a Scientologist, but maybe that's a great religion.
Whatever.
You
is that a religion?
Yeah, whatever it is. Science fiction, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Aliens are going to come and pick us up, man.
Whatever floats your boat.
That's what they believe in.
Okay, I would like that.
You would?
Yes.
I'd hop on the ship.
By the way, I'm spitting distance from Hollywood. There are plenty of Scientology.
And aliens.
But
I'll tell you, if it's the religion and Tom sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber for his entire life, he looks like it was 1986 in this movie, and he's 59.
So there's something to be said.
Yes.
All right, maybe I'll become a Scientologist. In 2 weeks, I'm becoming an LGBTQ black woman.
There you go.
Lori,
Yes.
Downey Jr., thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, how about Dave? Do you welcome him?
Always.
Tattoo Dave?
Thank you,
My
thank
brother
you.
Mark, T. Ralph Odierna?
Thank you very much.
Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here. Mark C.G. Boyer, always annoying. Roman, not annoying.
Yeah, he is. He's drunk now.
No, he's not.
So when he gets
He's
drunk,
never
he gets annoying.
He's not drunk yet. No way.
Oh, he's hammered.
Shut up.
He said, "Shut up, Marty."
He just said, shut up, Mark.
That means he's drunk.
All right. God bless you. See you next week, God willing. Check us out on the YouTube channel, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Don't forget, whatever you do, don't forget that bumblebees can't fly.
Everybody say